So in April 2012, I was here and I was leading several programs in a row. How many of you work with humans? Like do either training work or coaching or some kind of like one-on-one interaction work? Anybody? Yeah, some of you. So I did 15 days of like 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. work, right? 15 days in a row and I had 1 day off. 1 day off. And a dear friend of mine, who happens to be sitting in the back of the room, said, hey, what are you doing on your day off? Or something like that. I said, I just want to do something different. How many of you have ever uttered that statement? It's like, you know, I've been to Batu Caves, right? I want to do something different. So we went to Port Dixon. She said, hey, I'm going to ride a horse. I said, I've been riding since I was 3. I've been riding horses since I was 3 years old. I taught horseback riding. Do you think I might think I have some skill? Hello? Yeah, right? Some confidence. Feel pretty good about my ability on a horse. You might say I was a little bit arrogant about my horseback riding ability. How many of you have ever either just been doing something for fun or actually something that you're committed to, had a dream, and you do not pay attention to the warning signs? Do you know what I'm talking about? And again, as I tell the story, please listen for yourself. This actually isn't about the horse and me in LA, okay? I'm telling you this for you. Do you know what it's like? You kind of go on automatic pilot, right? And you go do something because you think, oh, I've been doing it since I was 3, right? No problem. So, I ignored the warning signs. Do you know what it's like, those of you who train or work with humans, to do 15, 20, hour days for 15 days in a row? Was I actually present in my body? That's number 1. I was not present, I was not aware, I was not clear. Okay? Not present, not aware, not clear. Number 2, was I prepared for horseback riding? Did I know I was going horseback riding? No, I came here to work. I had these kind of pants. A couple pairs of shorts, it's hot in Malaysia. Right? So the only other long pants I had were sweatpants. So was I prepared to ride? How many of you have ridden before horses? Do you go riding in sweatpants? No, they're very slippery. Okay? So first of all, not present. Present, aware, clear in my body. Secondly, not what? Prepared. Prepared. Didn't have the right equipment. In other words, the clothes, right? Okay. So we get to the stables, and the lovely person who owned the stable said, oh, you're taller than I thought. I'll put you on King, this horse named King. I said, okay, I don't know what a king is, right? It's a horse. I'm tall, it's a horse. We ride around for a little bit, and we take off. Okay? I'm not going to go into all the details, so you're like, really, she's going to tell the whole story? No, I'm not. But needless to say, at one point we started to run, and my horse took off at lightning speed. Faster than I've ever been. Here's the other thing. It was an English saddle. I'm from the United States. Yeah. I've been riding since I was 3 on what we call a Western saddle. It's not actually just about the horn, but it's a whole different way of riding. So I actually, not only was I not present and not prepared, but I didn't have the what? As arrogant as I was, I didn't have the skills. So needless to say, I ended up on the ground. Shattered my leg. Shattered my leg. Okay? We weren't that far from civilization. but apparently, it's 999, not 911, whatever the number is, thought we were too far from civilization to come help us. So we had to actually get somebody to rescue us. At the end of tonight, if you want the rest of the details, I'm happy to tell them to you. Okay? But you get the picture, right? Not present, not prepared, no skills. It had me stop. It had me stop so hard that I was in Prince Court Hospital for 16 days. And in the last year, I've spent 52 days in the hospital and I had 9 surgeries. Now here's what I want to say to you. Where would you stop in that story? Would you stop when 999 said, sorry, we're not coming because you can't give us an address? Because at that point, what I said to the guy who spoke no English, but apparently he understood me, get on your horse and go find somebody with a car to come back. Right? Yeah, I was crying and I was in pain, right? But I said, no, you need to help me. Go find somebody to help me. Did I stop when we got to the Port Dixon Clinic? And they said, oh, we're attached to Saranban Hospital. You must go to Saranban Hospital. And my friends were saying, you're not going to Saranban Hospital, right? We're going to take you back up to KL. Did I stop then because they said no? I said, no, you're going to sign me out. I'm leaving here. We're going to drive back to KL. Do you know what day it was? April 28th, 2012. I don't remember why there was a demonstration, but there was a really big demonstration in Vancouver. Anybody remember what it was? Police cars were turned over. Like, it was big. All the streets were cut off. Did we stop then? No, because you know where the hospital is? Right downtown. Right? Right by Petronas Towers, which was my view for 16 days. Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to go home. But did I stop then? No. I didn't. Did I stop when I got back to the States and my doctor said, your leg is so infected, you will need to amputate? How many of you, if a doctor said to you, we need to do X, would you go, okay, he's the doctor? He said, no, come back to me when you have a different plan. Did I stop when I got weight bearing the first time? And I was going through physical therapy? No, I started, okay, now I can go through physical therapy. Came back here in October, did some work on my cane. Took a step one day, noticed a pain. It was a different pain. Went back to my doctor when I got home. I said, I got this weird pain. We did the x-rays and the CAT scans, came back to me. He said, the infection killed your bone. The second time he said, we're going to need to amputate your leg. Did I stop? How many of you would have stopped then? Second time, killed your bone. He said, you're a smart guy. You're 33 years old, you are the top of your field at 33 years old. I am sure that in this age of technology, there is something else we can do. Call me back when you found. Called me back 2 days later. Well, there's an experimental procedure, but it only can be up to 10 centimeters of bone. You need 9. He said, let's do it. Said, you don't understand what you're in for. You're going to be sitting in your house with a metal fixator on your leg for 4 months because we have to remove 9 centimeters, 4 inches of your bone. He said, okay, let's do it. It was not the easy road. The easy road was amputation. You get that? That was the easy road. Now, God, I have so much compassion, especially, in my country, the Boston, bombing, the people that, their legs are blown off, they didn't have a choice. But you get, I had a choice. So how many of you would have stopped then? Oh, no, just, let's go the easy way. So I tell the story to you because now it's 15 months later. And guess what? I'm standing in front of you on 2 legs. 2 because I didn't stop. Do you get that? And it's not easy. In fact, sometimes, do you want to hear a secret? Sometimes I actually think, maybe I should have let the baby down. Because I'm in pain, and it's uncomfortable, and you notice I walk with a limp, and I can't really bend it, and I can't, sit the way I want. And it looks like I tell people I walk down the street in shorts, and people go, what happened? Oh, a shark bit me. I have this really big gouge in my leg. Oh, it's a shark bite. I'm like, really? No. But here's the thing, and I'm going to get back to this in a little bit, towards the end, but I want you to get that it was preventable, because I wasn't present, I wasn't prepared, and I didn't have the skills. And I ignored those 3 signs. Now, I don't make myself wrong for that. I'm not beating myself up for that. But in the scheme of life, when we look at what happens to us and what our choice is about what happens to us, it's also really important to look at how we are responsible for what happens to us.